everybody! Welcome to Balky's TV, and guess what? Today we're going on an awesome adventure to learn about all the cool countries in the world. Are you ready to travel with me? It's gonna be so much fun! We'll learn about different places from A to Z. That's right, we're going on an alphabet adventure. We'll see amazing animals, try yummy foods, and learn how to say hello in different languages. Get ready to spin the globe with me, because we're about to blast off on our A to Z adventure. Do you have your explorer hats on? Okay, let's go. Our first stop is A. A is for Argentina. Argentina is a really cool country in South America. It's known for something super fun called the tango. It's a special dance where people wear fancy clothes and move to exciting music. Have you ever seen anyone tango before? Argentina is also famous for having awesome soccer players like Lionel Messi. He's one of the best soccer players in the whole world. Maybe one day we can visit Argentina and watch a soccer game. Wouldn't that be so cool? And guess what else? Argentina has really big mountains called the Andes Mountains. They're some of the tallest mountains in the world. Can you imagine climbing all the way to the top? That would be an amazing adventure. Next up, we're going to B. B is for Brazil. Brazil is another awesome country in South America. It's famous for having the biggest rainforest in the world, called the Amazon rainforest. The Amazon rainforest is home to so many amazing animals, like colorful parrots, playful monkeys, and even jaguars. Can you imagine swinging through the trees with the monkeys? That would be so much fun. Brazil is also famous for having a giant party called Carnival. Everyone wears super colorful costumes, dances to fun music, and there's lots of yummy food. It looks like the most fun party in the world. I wish we could go to Carnival in Brazil. Maybe we can even dress up like parrots. What do you think? Okay, let's see where we're going next. Today we're going on an adventure to learn about a country that starts with the letter C. Can you guess what it is? That's right, it's Canada. Canada is super cool because it's way up north and it gets really, really cold there. Like colder than my freezer cold. Sometimes it snows so much in Canada that you need a giant shovel just to see over the snowdrifts. Brr! If you go to the northern part of Canada, you might even see a polar bear. They're big and white and love to swim in the icy water. But don't worry, Canada isn't all snow and ice. They also have really beautiful forests and mountains. And you know what else they have? The most delicious maple syrup ever. It's made from the sap of maple trees, and it's so yummy on pancakes, waffles, and even ice cream. Canada also has one of the biggest waterfalls in the whole world called Niagara Falls. It's so big that it's like a giant swimming pool pouring over a cliff. Wow. I wish I could go swimming in it, but I think it's too cold for that. Maybe we can just look at it from far away. So that's Canada for you. Are you ready for another adventure? Today's letter is D, and we're going to a country that's super cool. It's Denmark. Denmark is a country in Europe, and it's known for being the land of Vikings. Vikings were brave explorers who sailed around in big wooden ships with giant sails. They wore helmets with horns on them, and they were really good at sailing and fighting. I bet they had epic water balloon fights on their ships. But Denmark isn't just about Vikings. It's also the land of fairy tales. One of the most famous fairy tale writers, Hans Christian Andersen, was from Denmark. He wrote stories like The Little Mermaid and The Ugly Duckling. I love those stories. Maybe we can read one later. And guess what else? Denmark has the yummiest pastries in the world. They're called Danish pastries, and they're like fluffy, sweet bread filled with delicious things like fruit, cheese, or chocolate. My favorite kind has sprinkles on top. Yum. So that's Denmark. Vikings, fairy tales, and yummy pastries. What's not to love? Are you ready to explore? Today's letter is E, and we're going on a trip to a place with lots of sand and sunshine. That's right, we're going to Egypt. Egypt is a country in Africa, and it's home to one of the oldest civilizations in the world. That means people have been living in Egypt for a really, really long time. And you know what they built a long time ago? The pyramids. The pyramids are giant triangle-shaped buildings made out of huge stones. Can you imagine how they built them without any construction trucks or cranes? They must have been super strong. Inside the pyramids are secret rooms and tombs where the pharaohs, the ancient rulers of Egypt, were buried. Whoa, it's like a giant maze inside. Egypt also has a really cool statue called the Sphinx. It has the body of a lion and the head of a human, and it's huge. I wonder if it can roar like a real lion. Egypt also has the longest river in the whole world, the Nile River. It's so long that it flows through 11 different countries. That's a lot of water. So that's Egypt, a land of pyramids, pharaohs, and a really long river. F is for France. France is a really cool country far away across the ocean. They speak French there, and it sounds so fancy. When you go to France, you have to say bonjour. That means hello. It's super fun to learn new words in different languages. Maybe someday I can visit France and try speaking French. You know what else is super cool about France? They have the Eiffel Tower. It's this giant tower made of metal, and it's super tall. My daddy showed me a picture of it, and it's even taller than the biggest building I've ever seen. People from all over the world come to see the Eiffel Tower. France is also famous for its yummy food like croissants. Croissants are like these buttery, flaky pastries shaped like crescents. My mommy sometimes buys them from a bakery near our house, and they're so good, especially with jelly inside. They look super yummy when they come right out of the oven, all golden brown. France seems like a really fun place to visit. I would love to see the Eiffel Tower, try speaking French, and eat all the yummy croissants. G is for Germany. Germany is another really cool country in Europe. They speak German there, and some of the words sound so different from English. Did you know that Guten Tag means good day in German? It's fun to learn how to say hello in different languages. Germany is famous for its amazing castles. Some of them are super old, like from the time of knights and dragons. Okay, maybe not dragons, but they look like they could be in a fairy tale. I bet it would be so cool to explore a real castle, climb the towers, and maybe even have a pretend sword fight. And guess what? Germany is also known for its yummy pretzels. Pretzels are those twisty-shaped breads that are salty and sometimes have sesame seeds on them. They're chewy and so much fun to eat. My favorite kind of pretzel is the kind that's soft and has butter on it. Yum! Germany seems like a super cool place. I would love to visit those amazing castles, try speaking German, and of course eat lots of yummy pretzels. H is for Hungary. Hungary is a country in Europe that's famous for its beautiful buildings and yummy food. They speak Hungarian there, and it sounds really interesting. It's always fun to learn about different languages. Maybe we can learn how to say hello in Hungarian. Hungary has a really cool capital city called Budapest. It has these amazing bridges that go over the Danube River. One time I saw a picture of Budapest at night, and all the bridges were lit up. It looked like something out of a dream, all sparkly and magical. Speaking of yummy, Hungary is known for its delicious goulash soup. It's a warm and hearty soup with meat, vegetables, and special spices. It sounds super yummy, especially on a chilly day. I wonder if my mommy knows how to make goulash soup. Maybe I can ask her to make it for dinner tonight. Hungary seems like a really interesting and yummy place to visit. I would love to see the bridges in Budapest and try some of that delicious goulash soup. Today, we're going to India, a country in Asia. It's so big and colorful, with lots of people and amazing things to see. One of the coolest things about India is the Taj Mahal. It's a giant white building made of marble, and it's so beautiful. It was built by a king for his queen, and people come from all over the world to see it. India also has so many fun festivals like Holi, where everyone throws colored powder and water at each other. It looks like so much fun. They also have Diwali, the festival of lights, where they decorate everything with lights and fireworks. And don't forget the food. India is famous for its delicious spices and curries. My favorite is butter chicken with naan bread. It's a little spicy but so yummy. Let's go to the next country. Next stop, Japan. Japan is a country made up of lots of islands. It's super cool, with lots of technology and really yummy food. Have you ever heard of sushi? It's a Japanese dish made with rice and fish, and it's one of my favorite foods. They also have something called ramen, which is a tasty noodle soup. Japan is also famous for its cherry blossoms. These beautiful pink flowers bloom all over in the spring, and everyone has picnics under the trees. It looks so pretty. They also have really cool robots in Japan. Some robots can even serve you food and drinks. Wow, I wish I had a robot like that. All right, let's travel to the next country. Jambo! That means hello in Swahili, a language they speak in Kenya. Kenya is a country in Africa, and it's home to amazing animals. You can go on safari in Kenya and see lions, elephants, giraffes, zebras, and so many more amazing animals in the wild. Can you imagine seeing a real-life lion? That would be so cool. Kenya is also home to the Maasai people, who have a really cool culture and wear bright red clothes. They live close to nature and take care of the animals. I would love to visit Kenya someday and go on a safari adventure. It would be so much fun to see all the animals up close. Let's go to the next country. L is for Luxembourg. And guess what? Luxembourg is super duper small, even smaller than some cities. Can you believe that? But even though it's tiny, it has so many cool things to see. Luxembourg has lots of castles, just like in fairy tales. I love pretending to be a brave knight exploring a castle. They even have big, strong walls around them and sometimes even moats with water. I bet we could have a huge water balloon fight in a moat. And you know what else? Luxembourg has beautiful forests with lots of trees and hiking trails. Maybe we could even have a picnic in the forest, but we have to be careful not to spill any juice on our shirts. What kind of animals do you think live in the Luxembourg forests? I bet there are bunnies and maybe even some deer. Luxembourg sounds like an awesome place to visit. It's so cool that even though it's small, it has so much to offer. Okay, let's go to the next country. Hola, amigos. M is for Mexico. Mexico is super colorful and fun. They have these amazing parties called festivals where everyone dresses up in bright costumes and dances. I love to dance, and get this, Mexico has yummy food like tacos. My favorite kind of taco is filled with cheese and beans. Do you like spicy food? Mexico is known for its spices, but don't worry, they have lots of yummy food that isn't spicy too. Have you ever heard of the Mayans? A long time ago, they built incredible pyramids and cities in Mexico. It's like something straight out of an adventure movie. I wonder if they had slides and ball pits back then. Mexico also celebrates a special day called Day of the Dead. It's not a scary day, though. It's a day to remember and celebrate family members who are no longer with us. They have parades with music, dancing, and sugar skulls. Mexico sounds like an amazing place to visit. N is for the Netherlands. And guess what? It's famous for its windmills. They look like giant pinwheels, and they use the wind to make energy. That's super cool, right? We should build a windmill in my backyard. The Netherlands is also famous for its colorful tulip fields. Imagine a whole field filled with red, yellow, pink, and purple tulips. It would be like a rainbow on the ground. We could pick out our favorite colors and make a giant bouquet. And get this, in the Netherlands, they have canals instead of some roads. Canals are like little rivers that run through the cities, and people can ride boats on them. I'd love to ride a boat through the canals and see the city from the water. Maybe we could even have a picnic on a boat. The Netherlands sounds like a super fun and colorful place to visit. I can't wait to see the windmills, the tulip fields, and ride a boat through the canals. See you on our next adventure. Welcome back to our A to Z adventure around the world. Today, we're off to a country that starts with the letter O. Can you guess? That's right, it's Oman. Oman is a really cool country in the Middle East. It's right next to a giant desert, but it also has a really long coastline with beautiful beaches. Have you ever heard of frankincense? It's a special kind of incense that smells super good, and Oman is famous for it. People have been trading frankincense from Oman for ages and ages, even since ancient times. That's super cool! Speaking of ancient, Oman has a bunch of old forts scattered all over the country. Some of them are even hundreds and hundreds of years old. Imagine all the stories those forts could tell. I bet they've seen a lot of history. I wish we could visit them for real and explore all the secret passages. Maybe we could even find a hidden treasure. Wouldn't that be awesome? Okay, adventurers, that's all for Oman. Get ready for our next stop. It's a country known for yummy pastries. Can you guess where we're going next? See you in the next episode. Today, we're going to a country that starts with the letter P, Portugal. Portugal is super pretty, with sunny beaches, green hills, and even castles. It's on the coast of Europe, right next to Spain. Portugal is famous for its explorers who sailed all over the world a long, long time ago. They sailed to Africa, Asia, and even South America, discovering new lands and learning about different cultures. That's so cool! And guess what? Portugal is also known for its yummy food. They have these super delicious pastries called pastéis de nata. They're like little custard tarts that are crispy on the outside and soft and creamy on the inside. I wish I had one right now. Portugal also has a really neat capital city called Lisbon. It has these cool yellow trams that go up and down the hilly streets. It looks like so much fun to ride in one. I wonder what it would be like to explore all the little shops and cafes in Lisbon. Okay, everyone, that's all for Portugal. Next up, we're going to a country that's known for its amazing skyscrapers. Can you guess where it is? See you in the next episode. Bye! Get ready for another awesome adventure because today, we're going to a country that starts with the letter Q. It's Qatar. Qatar is a really interesting country in the Middle East. It's mostly covered in desert, but it also has a beautiful coastline with sparkling blue water. Qatar is known for its modern cities, especially its capital city, Doha. Doha has some of the tallest and coolest skyscrapers in the world. Some of them even look like they're twisting and turning. Imagine the view from the top. And guess what? Qatar loves sports. They even hosted the FIFA World Cup in 2022. That's a really big deal. Teams from all over the world came to Qatar to play soccer. It must have been so exciting. From soaring skyscrapers to exciting sports, Qatar is a country full of surprises. All right, adventurers, that's all for Qatar. Next up, we're going to the biggest country in the world. Can you guess where it is? See you in the next episode. R is for Russia, and guess what? It's the biggest country in the whole wide world. That means if we took all the countries and squished them together, Russia would still be the biggest. It's so big that it stretches across 2 continents, Europe and Asia. That's super cool, right? When I went to Russia with my family, we saw these amazing churches with colorful domes shaped like onions. They were so pretty and shiny, just like giant, colorful onions. We also saw the Trans-Siberian Railway, the longest railway in the world. Can you imagine riding on a train that goes all the way across Russia? It would be like a super duper long train ride. Russia is also really cold, especially in the winter. They even have a special word for a really cold winter storm. Burin. Brr, that sounds super cold. I bet people in Russia build the biggest snowmen ever. They probably even have snowball fights with giant snowballs. I wish I could go back to Russia someday and see a real Buran. But maybe not, because it might be too cold for me. I'd also love to see a brown bear in the wild. They have lots of those in Russia. Okay, on to the next country. See you soon! Hola, amigos! S is for Spain, a country in Europe known for its beautiful beaches, yummy food, and fun traditions. One of my favorite things about Spain is flamenco dancing. It's so energetic and passionate with lots of stomping and clapping. When I visited Spain with Mommy and Daddy, we watched a flamenco show, and it was amazing. The dancers were wearing colorful dresses with ruffles, and they moved so gracefully. I even tried to learn some flamenco steps, but it was harder than it looks. Spain is also famous for its delicious food, like paella. Paella is a special rice dish with seafood, chicken, or vegetables. It's cooked in a big pan and tastes so yummy. I love trying new foods, and paella is one of my favorites. Spain has lots of sunny beaches where you can build sandcastles and splash in the water. It sounds like the perfect place for a vacation, right? Adios for now. Let's learn about another country. Sawadee Krub. That means hello in Thai. T is for Thailand, a country in Southeast Asia known for its beautiful temples, delicious food, and friendly people. Thailand is sometimes called the land of smiles because everyone is so welcoming and kind. One of the coolest things about Thailand is that you can see elephants. Elephants are my favorite animals, and in Thailand you can even ride on their backs. It's like going on a bumpy but fun elephant ride through the jungle. Thailand also has yummy food like pad thai, which is a noodle dish with peanuts and vegetables. It's so delicious. I love trying new foods, and pad thai is one of my favorites from Thailand. Thailand has beautiful beaches with clear blue water, perfect for swimming and building sand castles. It sounds like the perfect place for a family vacation, right? Okay, time to learn about another cool country. See you soon! U is for the United Kingdom, a super cool country across the sea. It's actually made up of a few different countries like England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, all joined together, kind of like a puzzle. Have you ever seen a picture of Big Ben? It's a giant clock tower in London, the capital city of England. It's so tall. The United Kingdom is famous for its royal family. They live in Buckingham Palace, another super famous landmark. Did you know the Queen loves corgis? They're her favorite dogs. The UK is also known for its red double-decker buses. They're like two buses stacked on top of each other, and they drive all around London. Beep, beep. The United Kingdom has lots of yummy food too. They love their tea time with biscuits and scones. Have you ever tried fish and chips? It's a classic British dish. I like mine with lots of ketchup. The United Kingdom is a really cool place with lots to see and do. Maybe we can visit it someday. Next, we're going to a country known for its delicious soup. Can you guess where it is? Stay tuned to find out. Get ready to explore Vietnam, a country in Southeast Asia. It's shaped like a long letter S, and it stretches along the coast. Vietnam is famous for its beautiful green rice paddies, where farmers grow lots of rice. It's a staple food in Vietnam, kind of like how we eat bread. One of my favorite things about Vietnam is its delicious food. Have you ever tried pho? It's a yummy noodle soup with broth, meat, and fresh herbs. Slurp, slurp. People in Vietnam also wear these cool hats called non la. They're cone-shaped and protect you from the sun and rain. So cool! Vietnam also has amazing beaches like Nha Trang and Phu Quoc. You can swim in the ocean, build sandcastles, and even go snorkeling to see colorful fish. Have you ever seen a dragon fruit? They're pink and green on the outside and white with black seeds on the inside. They're super yummy. Vietnam is an amazing country with so much to offer, from its delicious food to its stunning scenery. Let's travel to our next country. W is for Wales, one of the countries that makes up the United Kingdom. It's known for its beautiful green hills, valleys, and rocky coastlines. Have you ever seen a sheepdog herding sheep? It's amazing how smart those dogs are. Wales has so many cool castles. They were built a long, long time ago to protect the country. Some of them even have secret passages and dungeons. Can you imagine living in a castle? Wales also has its own language called Welsh. It sounds so different, and some of the words are super long. One of the most famous legends from Wales is about a red dragon. It's a symbol of strength and courage. Wales is also known for its love of rugby. It's a sport kind of like football, but you can use your hands. Wales is a small country with a big personality. There's so much to explore, from its ancient history to its beautiful landscapes. Get ready for our next adventure. Welcome back to our A to Z adventure around the world. We're already at the letter X. Can you believe it? X is a tricky letter, but we found a super cool place that starts with X. It's Xiamen. Xiamen is a really pretty city in China right on the coast, so you know what that means? Beaches, lots and lots of beaches. I love building sandcastles and splashing in the waves. Maybe we can even find some cool seashells there. But Xiamen isn't just about beaches, even though those are awesome. They also have really cool temples. Temples are these special buildings where people go to pray and learn about their beliefs. Some of them are super old and have amazing decorations. And guess what? Yemen is known for its yummy seafood. They have all sorts of fish and crab and dishes I've never even heard of before. I'm always up for trying new foods, are you? Maybe we can have a seafood feast when we get to Yemen. What do you say we move on to the next awesome country? See you soon. We're on the letter Y, and guess what? Y is for Yemen. Yemen is a really cool country far, far away in a place called the Middle East. Yemen is super old. It's home to buildings and cities that have been around for thousands of years. Can you imagine living in a place that old? I bet there are so many cool stories hidden in those walls. Yemen is also known for its yummy honey. They have special bees that make honey that tastes like flowers and dates. I love honey. Do you like honey on your toast or in your tea? And guess what? Yemen has beautiful mountains and deserts too. Maybe we could go on a camel ride through the desert someday. That would be so much fun. We made it to Z. Z is for Zambia, and Zambia is awesome. Zambia is in Africa, and it's home to one of the biggest waterfalls in the whole world, Victoria Falls. Can you imagine seeing all that water crashing down? I bet it makes a really loud sound. My little brother would love it. He loves anything loud and splashy. Zambia is also home to lots of amazing animals. We could go on a safari and maybe see elephants, lions, zebras, and maybe even giraffes. Wouldn't it be cool to see a giraffe up close? They're so tall. I bet they love munching on leaves from the tallest trees. Wow! We traveled all around the world from A to Z, and we learned about so many cool countries. We saw pyramids in Egypt, danced the tango in Argentina, and even spotted elephants in Zambia. I hope you had so much fun exploring with me. Remember, learning about new places and cultures makes us super smart and kind. See you next time for more fun adventures. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back to Baki's TV for more fun videos.